UN backs WEF's push for global digital IDs by 2030. Y'all know I covered a little bit about this before. Now we getting a little bit more updates about it and how the UN is working with the World Economic Forum to push this, to take away your freedoms. That's the only reason for this digital ID is to take away your freedom so they can um, control where you go, what you do, and where you spend your money. All these things are tied together. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon where I talk about things I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my merch store. Also, check out jdthepsychotherapist.com for news as well. All right, let's talk about this news here. And talk about how the global elites are using this for power and control. The United Nations is initiating a fresh initiative to promote the implementation of global digital IDs for all individuals by 2030, aligning with the plans endorsed by the World Economic Forum and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. The United Nations the United Nations Developed Program, UNDP, is launching a project to advance this agenda, emphasizing its commitment to inclusive implementation. We all know what that inclusive word means. This project is built upon the concept of, quote, digital public infrastructure, often referred to as DPI. The unelected global organization's rationale for advocating digital IDs is their claim that it is essential to achieve the UN Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs. DPI has recently gained prominence in discussions led by bureaucrats and corporate elites, exploring how technology can be used to curtail individuals' freedom. The push for DPI, which includes digital IDs, vaccine passports, and central bank digital currency (CBDCs), is championed by the globalist WEF. Notice all the stuff that they're pushing is all towards centralization. How to put everyone together where they can better manage and control them. But this plan is also supported and promoted by Bill Gates and his foundation, the UN, and the European Union. Global elites argue that DPIs are being promoted to facilitate development in various ways. Nevertheless, what often remains obscured behind corporate jargon is that the DPI push is uh, uh, is a tactic to accelerate the introduction of digital IDs and payments with the target date of 2030. So everything will be they want to kind of do what Elon Musk want to do, but on a global scale, where you have like one thing with everything in it, where you can only purchase here, your ID's there, and everything is controlled, and you get a social score and all this stuff, and they can shut you off and shut you down if they don't like what you say. That's what this is really about. But on November 8th, the UNDP will implement its 50 in 5 program. The UN characterizes this project as advancing discussions on the development of secure, inclusive, there go that word again, and interoperable, digital public infrastructure. I know I killed that word. But the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has played a role in launching this project. And notice how Bill Gates' name is behind all of this stuff. All of this stuff. Why is he getting into these things? It makes you wonder. But the group's Digital Public Goods Alliance and co-develop has been endorsed by DPI since their inception. The objective to roll out global digital IDs by 2030 encompasses all citizens of UN member states. 50 countries have been designated as global test beds where the specified DPI will receive dedicated support from the relevant entities. Notably, the technology will be tested in developing countries, particularly in Africa, Sub-Saharan, and India before global rollout before 2030. See how they're pushing this on underdeveloped countries first? Because they know in developed countries they will get a pushback. So they want to test it first on undeveloped countries where there won't be that much of a pushback. In September, the WEF released a series of articles advocating for DPI implementation. The WEF assures that the introduction of cashless societies and digital IDs will be well received by the public, citing their zero knowledge tech, whatever that means. Furthermore, the WEF claims that its pursuit of this technology is driven by a concern for children's rights nationwide. See, it's the same mantra. It's for the children. They use that again as an excuse. But one caption of the WEF's website states, quote, children's rights around the world can be enhanced through investments in digital public infrastructures. They don't care anything about the children. That's not what it's about. Again, it's about control of money, control of transportation, where you can go, control, and that's what all this stuff is together. They're encompassing it all together so they can tell you what you can and you can't do. And that's exactly what this is about. It's about centralization, more control, more power. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.